Hello everybody, my name is EK and welcome back to more MapleStory. So what the plan is today is I want to go and explore a lot of the other desert areas that we haven't yet been to, and I want to pick up some quests in the later areas. Now, there is obviously still a lot of content that I can play here, there's a lot of quests that we can still do, there's a lot of farming to be done, there's a lot of stuff that I can check out, but I'm approaching level 33. And level 35, I want to move back over to Librium because I want to be able to do the Librium party quest before I level out of that range as well, like what happened with the Kerning party quest. So I want to try and see a lot of the Arians areas before. Can I actually just travel like up here to make my life a bit easier? Whoa. Okay. Well, that was not the plan. Hold on. Let me get hit on purpose. There we go. Now we're in iframe. There we go. Beautiful. But yeah, I want to explore a lot of these stuff up here. There's lots of maps here. I want to maybe make my way to Magatia here as well, and there's a lot of different desert maps like a pyramid and stuff, and I don't know if we can get to the pyramid, but lots of cool stuff to be discovered, and I don't know what level range that's going to be, but I do want to keep exploring as much as I can. And I think an important part of that is just to keep going on this route through the desert, and we'll cut back in when something happens that hasn't already been seen. There's also a different soundtrack, I believe, when we're playing in this map, which is cool. Here we go. Let's go through this portal. And we are now in the desert of Red Sand on the Sunset Road. Alright, next map. We are now on the ruins of Desert Nomads. And these are some sort of sand golems or something. What are they called? Desert Giants. Oh boy, the level 40. What? Wait, is this area just much higher level than I expected it to be? I was expecting to ramp up to like mid-30s, but these mobs are all of a sudden way higher level. But we just keep on going. Oh, a bit of a scenery change again. Oh wait, these are sand rats? Level 24. Why are there suddenly level 24 mobs here? When the previous screen had level 40 mobs. They're surprisingly difficult to see though, because they kind of blend in with the environment, which I guess is what they're supposed to do. Oh wait, so these are small rats and these are... Oh wait, oh! They are small rats on top of like moles, I believe? And they drop mallets. Oh, is that mallets because of whack-a-mole? Is this like a whack-a-mole reference, these mobs? That's kind of cool. Oh, what are these? There are scorpions here? Dude, the mob design in this game, it's so cool. Look at all of them. Like they're all so charming. Level 29 scorpions. I guess that's also something that I wouldn't mind farming for a bit. So we'll see if we can pick up some quests here at some point. There is a bit of a split in the road here though. And there's also an NPC up here. Agent O. Let's have a bit of a chat with Agent O. Hello. My code name is O. Don't forget it, please. Alright, I will try. So what is this portal? Okay, I can't actually use this portal. So we have a couple different portals here. First of all, we have the Desert of Serenity. We have the Desert of Dreams, which are these two side paths. Then we have the Proceed one, which brings us into Sahel 1, which is over here. And then that will bring us into Magatia. But I want to check out the side rooms first. So let's go to the Desert of... What was it? Serenity. Which you would reckon is a very chill area to be in. And there are sand rats, and there are dark sand dwarves. Yeah, I really like the mob design of this game. I think overall, the mob design of this game is probably... Like, this game has... You know, I keep talking about these pillars of game design, and I think this game does two of them so freaking well. Like, one of them, of course, is the gameplay, which is just really fantastic. Especially for a 2D game, especially from this era. It's still, I think, the best 2D MMO out there. I mean... Lots of games tried to copy it back in the day, but I feel like that's kind of died down. I would love to have a bit of a resurgence of these kind of games because I do love them, and I think with the HD 2D style has been making a bit of an appearance now on like the Dragon Quest games or the Final Fantasy. Well, actually not Final Fantasy, but like a lot of different RPGs have had like these 2D HD remakes, and I really like that. So level 33 as well, so we can quickly put some points into strength again. So 90 to 330 goes up to 91 to 344. But obviously also we put 3 more points into the Spearmaster here. We go from 92 minimal damage to 102. Every 3 levels, I think the base damage jumps up like 10 or something, which is quite significant. And of course, more accuracy is always a nice thing to have. But yeah, I think with the resurgence, or well, not really the resurgence because it's like a new thing, but with the sudden surge in popularity of those types of games, I can see a MapleStory-like game being extremely fun. So are there lots of cacti here? No, just... Okay, so this one is scorpions and dark sand dwarfs. That's fine. Oh, you know, last time I was talking a bit about mob diversity, and I feel like the desert has a lot of mob diversity. I also really just like the mobs in general here. I feel like they're all fun designs. They're all fun to fight. They're not mechanically annoying, which is something that I very much appreciate. All right, so those were the two desert areas checked out. Now let's go through this portal here, which brings us over to another area filled with scorpions that I would love to grind for a bit, but we will need a quest for that. I mean, we don't need a quest for that. I could just like stand here and grind for a bit just for fun, but you know, I kind of like to time my progression mostly to doing a lot of quests because I think that's just the most fun approach, and it shows you different parts of the game. But this is a pretty satisfying place to just be smacking about. Also, our messes are kind of like grinding back up. We're at 140 now, like 114,000. All right, there we go. We are at Magatia. I think it's taken a while to load in because I don't think this is the actual game. I think some stuff is still loading in. There we go. Ooh. Oh, this is a very cozy place. So we have some quests here. First of all, we have Han the Broker. Also another one of these weird portals. What are these portals? Oh, these are okay, so these are our teleportation portals. So we do have a moon up there as well, which is kind of cool. So Han the Broker. Don't doubt it, because I'm a backstreet broker. Dealing with me is trust. I keep up my credits. A deal with the broker. I don't think I've seen you before. You are definitely not from the area. And you don't seem to be an alchemist either. Maybe a traveler? You do look the part. I can tell you have a substantial amount of skills, but you also seem to have a bit of a daredevil in you. Finding yourself in trouble at times, am I right? How did you know? It's because you seem overly curious. Just by the fact that you casually struck conversation with a broker. That tells you are fearless. I don't care who does business with me anyway. Business is business. If you want to do business with me, let me know. I want to know more about Magatia. Information on Magatia, it depends on the quality of information you'd want to know, but the minimum is 10,000 mesos. Expensive? Trust me, it's worth it. Do you want to make a deal? Yeah, sure. Great choice. I'll give you some valuable information on Magatia. So get your mesos ready and let me know when you are. Alright, here we go. A deal with the broker. Did you bring 10,000 mesos? If so, then have your pen and paper ready. Here is some valuable information on Magatia. First of all, 12k experience, which is a nice bump. There we go, we're up to 10% already. Long ago, after the Black Magician disappeared from Ossyria, a group of alchemists got together and formed Magatia. The motto of the town is, ultimate knowledge is only an experiment away. The town itself is flush with money, since various results from experiments conducted with alchemy have been sold for lots of money. Even with all that, however, the town still seems very isolated from the world. That's because us alchemists in general are very introverted, which makes brokers like me much richer. Especially in times like this where the town is in conflict. Magatia is currently split into two Xenimists and Alcado. Xenimists are the ones considered pure alchemists that have successfully blended science and magic. Alcados are the ones that have added magical engineering to already potent mix. They truly dislike one another, so if you want to get involved, you may want to think twice before going in. Because of the current conflict, the already insulated alchemists have withdrawn even further. I honestly think a traveler like you won't get anything substantial out of Magatia. It's much easier for you to do anything if you're affiliated with one or the other. That's it for basic info. Too little, you say? That's why it's basic info. If you want more, then come see me. I guarantee that if you want to do anything in Magatia, then you'll have to come back and see me sooner or later. So we can do the the test from the head of Xenimist Society or the Alcado Society. You know, I like the blend of alchemy and magic. I think that's kind of cool. So let's just do the Xenimist stuff. Do you really think Magatia is a town full of scholars with pure intent on research? That's nonsense. There's no other town that big as over territory for their own good like them. The days of scholars purely searching for the truth is long gone. Well, that's perfect for brokers though. Is there a big conflict? Yes, which makes life harder for travelers like you. People are in so much conflict between one another that it's hard to join either of the two forces. There's so much mistrust in the air that the outsiders will have a hard time entering their tight circle. If you ever went there, you know what I'm talking about. If you want to know more about the situation in Magatia, you will have to join either a Xenuinist or Alcado and be a part of the group. Even that is going to be difficult, but your humble broker knows a way to get you in. What do you think? Are you interested in joining the Zenuists? I am interested in becoming a part of the Zenuist. I knew you would say that. An adventurer like you would never reject an opportunity like this. I have to warn you though, that joining the Zenuist sect is not easy. They believe that they are the true scholars, and they treat themselves as an exclusive bunch. In order to join Zenuist, you'll need to present to them your work as an alchemist. Does that mean it's impossible? Of course not. I, Han the Broker, find ways to satisfy every client that pays me. If you can bring me 2 ores of a jewel that can be turned into mesos, then I'll help you join them. I'm telling you, I am the only person here that can help you in Magatia. Accept. That's the right decision. Come back to me when you are ready to make a deal. I don't care which jewel it is, just get me 30,000 mesos, that'll make some money. It's not that hard, is it? That should be enough for me to help you join the Zenuists. I would stick to that quest. I can pick up secondary quest, which is the other group, but I'm not sure I want that. So are there more quests for me to pick up here? I guess I can just take a bit of a look here, see what exactly is going on. I like the lighting here. Like, I'm just imagining this game, you know, in like that 2D humanoid A. What? Emotion that I feel is real, or just illusion coming from mechanical error? Are these... I wish to smell the fragrance of a flower at least one time. Oh, that's unfortunate. You can't smell anything because you're a robot. I'm sorry. Oh, Mead has a quest for us. Actually, he doesn't. Quite often that happens. Like, the NPCs will load in, and it will appear like they have a quest, but then don't actually have a quest for us. Zenuists, I know what they say. They don't like the combination of life with machine, but it is about being fearful of machine only. Seeking pure alchemy won't achieve anything. This guy reminds me of Baxter from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, obviously, Baxter is much thinner. Oh, this guy does have a quest. This is the Alcado Research Institute lab. Oh, this is the lab. We've entered the lab. Okay, cool. Russellian. Oh, sorry, Russelon. Definitely Alcado are excluded. Stupid people cannot see the real important things. The importance of life alchemy. Did you see scorpions outside of town? They look a little funny, but they aren't to be messed with unless you are a trained traveler. They are very tough to battle against. How do I know this? I was abused by them before, that's why. My right eye is missing right now because of that. What? It looks natural? Of course it does. It's made very well from something that's mechanical from the get-go. I still haven't, however, found a way to fully integrate the machine into our lives. I have to take some pills at a given time in order to save my sight. And now that I think about it, you shouldn't have trouble acquiring me the ingredients for the medicine. Can you help me out? Sure. Then I want you to eliminate 80 scorpions to obtain 40 scorpion stings. I like how it says I need to kill 80 to get 40 stings, as if it's like a 50% drop chance, like always. But I'm assuming the quest is going to have me do both objectives. The poison on the venomous needle is mainly used for medicines, you know. While you're at it, by the fact that you're here, if you can also eliminate scorpion, which will be for everyone's good. Wow, that's horrible writing. But I do know that we need to go kill some scorpions, which is something that I can obviously do very well. And I wanted to go grind them. So are there any mobs in here? Level 47 Mithril Mutae. Alright, I don't think I really want to be here, but I want to check out some of these other doors. Where are we now? So this is area C2. What are these mobs? Oh, they're hitting me way harder. Oh boy. Okay, I don't even know what level they are. I couldn't hit them, but they appear rather strong. So this place apparently is much more like the endgamey area of Magatia, I guess. Well, not endgamey, but like later part of... Oh, Iron Mutae. Or Mutae. These guys, level 42... Their avoidability seems remarkably low, so even though it's probably not a good grind spot for me because it's not efficient on consumables or anything like that, or killing speed, but at least I seem to be able to hit them like near perfect, which does feel pretty good. Let's see, how much did they give me? So 11.01. Okay, so they gave me 0.15 per kill, but it's not really worth grinding here, but it's cool that I can kill them. Alright, I think I'll just go kill some scorpions in a moment. There's also a door up here. Can I go in here? I can go in here. Oh, the world map cannot be viewed on this map. Who are you, Juliet? If loving Romeo is a crime, then I'll gladly be a sinner. Oh, is this the Romeo and Juliet equivalent? I've just done this same quest in RuneScape. Well, a while ago, but... Magatia is in great peril right now. Brave maple adventurers, could you please help us? Listen to Juliet's story. I, Juliet, and Romeo love each other deeply, but because I'm with the Alcadno and he's with the Zenumist, our love is doomed to be unfulfilled. We weren't enemies from the start, so we hope to serve as a bridge to resolve the conflict between Alcadno and Zenumist. We have made countless efforts so far, but unfortunately, Magatia is now on the brink of war. This is because not long ago, the energy sources of both Zenumist and Alcadno were stolen. Currently, Alcadno and Zenumist are blaming each other for this incident. Though, through an anonymous tip, I discovered that this was the work of a mysterious figure. To prevent war in Magatia and fulfill my love with Romeo, we must identify the figure and put a stop to his scheme. Brave Maple Adventurers, we humbly ask for your help to restore peace to Magatia. Recommended level 71 to 85. Oh, this is a party quest! Oh! There's a Romeo and Juliet party quest. Okay, well, I guess we'll be returning here someday, but at level 71 plus, so that day won't be anytime soon. And what is this portal all the way over here to the right into this house? Where does this bring me? Where am I now? Home of the missing alchemist. Oh, I can jump down, but I get ported back up. Okay. Well, I guess there's nothing here. At least not for now. And there's a church here that I can go into. Ah, the item creators are in here. So what kind of items can they create? Oh, I guess I need to have joined one of the factions of this town before I can really engage with the town. Kind of like the same thing with Ariant, where I wasn't able to get all the quests until I joined the, well, the community. There's a president here. I want to go to closed lab. Sure. You want to go? Yeah, sure. Go to closed lab. Oh. Holy f... Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Alright. Alright, that was great. That was great. Well, we're in there. We're back out. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the importance of life alchemy quest. Gonna go kill some scorpions. And then I'll be back. Alright then, the quest is done. And we are back over at Russalon. Good work. Now I can make the medicine. Isn't it ironic that the very eye I had lost due to poison from scorpions will be saved using the very same poison? Sometimes the ones that are most dangerous are the ones that can be put to great use. Something like the experiments conducted by Alcadno. Yes, I used to be an alchemist for Zenumist. However, after I lost my eye and was unable to continue my studies, the Zenumists stopped accepting me as one of their own. I mean, for alchemists, eyes are everything. And despite all that, the Alcadnos accept me. These names are a bit difficult, guys. For some reason, like Zenumanist, like my tongue is tripping over it or something. The president of the society had also lost his eye before, and at this time he was working on incorporating machines into his body. Thanks to his work, he was able to obtain a new eye. That's when I started working extensively on the life alchemy. So 17,000 experience. Another kill quest, please? No? Okay. Life alchemy, it is a dangerous territory indeed. One that's very risky to begin with. However, there's no denying its importance. If people are avoiding it just because of its dangerous nature, then no one will benefit from it. There was a time when the studies conducted by Zenumists were considered to be the very best. Not anymore though. They are just basking in their past glory, complacent in their work. As long as they keep staying in that comfort zone, they will never advance to new heights, which will turn out to be their downfall. Alright, so that is the quest done. And I guess we will need to continue getting this one. So he said if I can get him 2 ores of jewels, regardless of type. What does he mean by ores of jewels? Like, I'm assuming we're talking ores. Oh, wait. My inventory is full again. I mean, we have ores like silver ore, adamantium ore, garnet ore, steel ore, bronze ore, diamond ore. Like, we have lots of ores. Aquamarine ore. But yeah, I should really empty the inventory a little bit and sell like a lot of the stuff that we haven't needed in ages. Alright, there we go. We're up to 57 out of 100, so I sold 43 things. I sold a lot of the etc tab of stuff that was